Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love. And so what I wanted to share with you today is just, if you follow my messages, then one goes from the next to the next to the next. And they are all come from, basically from our higher selves, anyone that comes to me for a healing or a reading or a channeled letter. And I share things that happen, you know, with me and my journey. And anyway, so today I just have to share how much, I mean, if you've been following the energy reads that are around at the moment, it's about that there's been a lot of coming into balance. And I've experienced recently that my twin has come to me a lot more in dreams, and also I've, you know, the telepathy between the twins, but you never quite know until you actually see them, right? Whether that telepathy is, you know, on their side too. So what happened yesterday, I can definitely confirm that if you're, you know, that everything is getting more and more and more in sync. Because what happened yesterday was I actually put my back out, and so I leant down to pick up something, and I picked it up weird and twisted myself. And so yesterday I couldn't really move, so I was on the sofa all day. And what happened was my guidance was like, I'll message my twin in the evening. And so because we had planned that we were going to meet up. And of course he didn't, you know, he always says, oh, I'm afraid we can't meet up, and he's just got back from being in the mountains skiing. Anyway, so I messaged him to say, oh, I'm kind of like, I've hurt my back, I can't, you know, move anyway. Anyway, yeah, talk about mirroring, because he messaged back to say, no way, me too. So I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I've been laid up all day with a bad back because he slipped down the stairs. So literally we were mirroring completely each other because we both put our backs out. So what happened then was I was watching an old film called Weird Science. Now, Weird Science is a film that they basically build their perfect woman, these two guys, on a computer program. And so my guidance was just saying, I'll just tease my twin and send him a message, you know, and just tease him about it, that I could build my perfect robot and it would be him, basically. And I was a bit like, and so of course I was like, well, I know that my guidance is my twin because, you know, you're one oversoul. So as long as you're very in tune with your higher self, then you know it's both of you doing it anyway. But you know, I'm not really overly flirty with my twin at all, but my guidance was telling me to be quite more flirty than I would normally be. So what happened was, though, I went to the number that came into my head. It was number 13. Because I was like, okay, give me some guidance from the Divine Love Letter books. So I just have to say thank you so much to the people that put forward letter numbers 13. Because straight away when I read these, I was like, okay, there's no doubt in my mind, I'm definitely going to do it. Because what happened for me when I was first with my twin, when he said that we just had to be friends after the beginning, there were two like really significant things that he basically, when we were first together, and he kind of said, oh, what was your favourite thing about us being together? And he said mine was when we interlinked hands. And then he sort of looked really shy and he said, oh, you're probably going to think I'm really stupid saying that. And at the time I just thought, oh my God, that's like the cutest thing ever, that's what that's what you felt, because it is like, you know, it's a really intimate thing. And anyway, so that was the first thing. And then afterwards, when he freaked out and said, we just have to be friends, he would like literally flinch away from me if ever I went near him. And at the time, I thought it really upset me because I, you know, obviously took it very personally. And I thought it was because he couldn't, you know, I was like, why, you know, why are you doing that? Like, you know, why can't you even have me near you? And of course it was because the actual electricity between us was so powerful, and he felt that so much stronger. Because now looking back with like an objective mind, not a crazy thinking that he was rejecting me and all these things, now I can completely understand it. So bearing those two things in mind, it was the interlocked hands, and also it was the fact that, you know, he felt that sort of electrical current between us very strongly. So when yesterday my guidance was to send him this message, which would have been much more kind of flirtatious than I would normally do, to be honest. But then before doing it, I was like, okay, just let me have confirmation before I do it. So I'm going to read you the letters because it was number 13. So whoever 13 was, thank you so much, because I did it. So yes, of course I can feel you. You're everywhere within me. We are one. Our energies are merging more and more and more, day by day, as we uplift with the planet. We are all energy, linked to the big cosmic heartbeat of the planet. If you think of us as two peas in a pod, and the pea pod is growing on a big beanstalk, and the beanstalk is growing out of a huge heart-based planet. That is what's happening with us. We are feeding off of each other's energy, which is in turn being fueled by the love vibration of the planet. It's a two-way street. We increase the love vibe, and love fuels our pod. We then fuel each other's P energy field. We are one. Remember that. We have always been one. Right, so that was the first thing. The second message was then this, which was number 31. I want you to know that and these are in the different books. I want you to, because this is the mirror, right? 13, and then I checked 31. I want you to know that you really do bring me goosebumps. You are a delight in every way. You delight my soul and delight the essence of us. Like the match used to create the flame, you are the spark that has created a fire in me that has been burning ever since. It's just getting bigger and bigger, like a huge burning fire in my heart, and it's taking over every part of me and every part of my life. I know that the only way for it to be dispelled is to be in your arms, to feel your skin against mine, to feel your breath on my face, and to have my hands interlocked with yours. You are the essence of me, and I want you. Right, so when I read that, I was like, that is amazing, because it's exactly the goosebumps and the fact that it was saying interlocking hands and everything. I was like, oh my God, I know that I can have, you know, basically I'm not going to doubt my my guidance. Because also what it showed me is that this really strong telepathic connection that, you know, you kind of... I guess you always question it, because unless you actually have physical contact with your twin, you don't really know. So as soon as I said, oh, I've got a bad back, and he said, yeah, me too, I was like, are you joking? And he was like, no, I put it out this morning. And I was like, same as me, right? So talk about mirroring, right? So that's what I'm saying. Believe, and also follow your own intuition, because you are your own best guide. So if you use tools that will help you with your intuition, right? So for me, I was following my guidance and my intuition because I know it's my twin and my higher self, and we're linked, and it's always him guiding me back home to him, really. So I don't question it. But of course, I like to have confirmation just like anyone else. And so now my confirmation always comes from these books. And I am actually quite amazed at how spot on accurate it was. When it said about the interlocking hands, I was like, okay, there's absolutely no question, because that's exactly what he said to me when we had this one amazing weekend. And it was pretty much the only time we were together. I like that, you know, in a romantic way. And then, you know, his favourite thing was when he said it was about the interlocking hands. And so it was so lovely, because that was the one thing that was picked out in the letter. So whoever's that letter was, it was number 31, I think, in book 2, I think. And so this is the thing. This is why I say it helps so much, because, you know, definitely what I can see is that I've had this huge emotional, just kind of like really, really, yeah, I've just been crying loads, but in a really good way, like in a kind of like a really happy, like I absolutely adore you kind of way. And it's that just knowing, I guess, that we're going to be together. And it's just lovely. So it's been this huge outpouring of emotion. Also because there was this program on TV called Strictly Come Dancing. And all the way through it, there's just like signs, 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 signs. And then Ed Sheeran, The Perfect Song, was the song that they sang. And at that point, I was like, oh, bawling my eyes out. So I just want to say, if you are, you know, because yesterday, as soon as my twin actually said to me, I've put my back out as well, it just confirmed everything to me about the telepathy, about the mirroring, how much we're mirroring each other at the moment, how much we've moved into that state of balance, how much, you know, it kind of just confirmed my guidance, or my twin spirit always says to me, you know, it's okay. I don't need to message you back because we have this really strong telepathy, right? But of course, you don't really know that until they confirm it. Now, he didn't come out and say, I'm telepathic with you, but it's as good as, right? When he said, as soon as I said it, he was like, yeah, me too. And then straight away, you know, it was just, it was, and the program that he told me to watch had message after message after message in it. And so, I just want to share, because I know that if you are having any doubt, then don't, because I can definitely confirm that I just feel this huge outpouring of love on both sides, and just that moving into a really calm place as well, and just thinking, look, I know, and I know that you know, and I know that it will all come together at the right time. So there you go. I hope that helps. If you want to have a reading or a healing, or to have a channeled letter, all details are in the link. I'd be very happy to do it for you, and I have a 3 to 5 day turnaround. All right, hope that helps. Take care. Bye. Oh, and the books are available on Amazon, and I kid you not, these are my absolute lifeline now. I go to them multiple times a day to keep me in the love vibe. And I'm telling you, it's like having a constant dialogue with your twin spirit. And I've noticed it getting more and more and more powerful the more that I've used them, because you're connecting with a direct line to that twin flame collective energy and the divine collective energy. And so it really does elevate you, and whether this is making our telepathic like connection, but it's super strong. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend them. All right, hope that helps. Take care. Bye.